This is an interview for All Metal Music. I'm with Melissa of Visions of Atlantis. How have you been?
Been good. Fantastic. Superb.
Last night was the first show on the first U.S. tour you've done. How'd that go?
It went really well. We had a very energetic crowd. We had a good time and met some new friends. So, yeah, I'd say it was successful.
Are there any cities in the U.S. you're excited to be performing in since you haven't been here?
Oh, well, my hometown for sure, St. Paul, Minnesota, because there are a lot of people that I haven't seen in over a year and a half. So that's, definitely going to be, I think, the highlight for me. But, going out and just seeing different parts of the country and meeting people, places I haven't been yet. So, 20 cities all over the United States, it's definitely a good thing.
How do you think touring the States for the first time will affect your fan base here?
I think it'll grow. Epica's fans tend to be kind of our fans as well. Given that we are new sort of to the United States market, I think that, I hope that we'll kind of maybe, get some new people on board with us.
Trinity has a heavier sound than your previous CDs. Why do you decide to go with a heavier sound?
Because we wanted to reflect the sort of the influences of the three new members, but as well as still keep our current fan base happy by keeping the old sound. So we tried to sort of do a mesh, of all of the different influences into it, and intended to be darker. So,
Besides being heavier, what are some of the other differences on Trinity and some of your other CDs?
Well, for Trinity, we decided lyrically, Mario and I, to take a different approach in that we wanted to treat water sort of as a metaphor versus something very literal and as a mythological sort of thing. So we decided to do, instead of another, Atlantis-y seafaring album, we decided to kind of go a little bit more personal and introspective and tell real stories about personal emotions and personal feelings and situations. So that's, I think, one of the main differences as far as lyrics go. And I think just the feel of the songs, Mario's singing differently, I sing different than Nicole, and of course Vops plays differently. We all kind of play differently than our predecessors and such. So yeah, we just kind of decided to take a little different turn.
Do you have a favorite song off Trinity?
Oh, they're all my favorite. It's really hard to choose. It's like choosing your favorite child. But the ones that I really like playing live so far have been Through My Eyes, of course, and Blow This Desert, My Dark Side Home. I think those three are, the most fun to do live. So, yeah, I'll go with those.
How have the fans' reactions been to Trinity so far?
It's been really good. We've gotten a lot of new fans. I think that, it seems that they didn't really care for Visions of Atlantis before. They tend to kind of give us a second chance. A lot of reviewers as well are giving us a second chance. And but, our fans, they see sort of a progression, I guess, is the right word. And so they're very thankful about that.
Who are some of your biggest musical influences?
Well, vocally, I would say Renee Fleming and Elizabeth Schwarzkopf are two of my favorite singers. They're very passionate. Anyette from Mater Mortem, she sings with so much passion. I could never sing that good, but she just, she has that passion behind her. So I think any singer that really sings truly from the heart and you can hear it through their voice is really big to me. And I know, like, Wolfgang is influenced by, the sounds of Sentenced and Megadeth and Metallica, and so he kind of brings that in as well. Mario really likes Ed Guy, and, we all kind of have different influences, and somehow they come together, and it works.
Years ago, metal was mostly dominated by males, but in recent years, with artists like Theater of Tragedy, Leaves' Eyes, Jenny Tebler, and Epica, and yourselves, metal's become more female singing in it. And why do you think more bands are getting female vocalists and females are showing more interest in metal? And why do you think the fans are showing more interest in female-fronted bands?
Well, first of all, we're not female-fronted. We're dual vocals. For male and female. but I understand where you're going with that. I think Unfortunately, some people say it's because it's a draw factor. It's a marketing tool, which I think is just bullshit. But I think that with symphonic metal, especially, and some power metal, it just having a female voice just adds another dimension to it, and it kind of changes the dynamic of the songs. And why there's been a recent upsurge, I couldn't tell you. Maybe there's just a stronger female lead out there, that just is kind of leading the way and sort of that female power. But I don't even know if it's that. I just think that it's just, it sounds good together, and why not?
What are your plans for after the tour?
After the tour, well, we're talking about more tours. We're going to do a Sonata Arctica tour through Canada. We have a European tour coming up, plus festivals next year. And we're actually going to be writing while we're on the road, and then subsequently thereafter, we're going to hope to do the bulk of the writing for the next album. So, yeah, things will go.
Well, that is all I had planned. Thanks for the interview. Is there anything you'd like to say in conclusion?
Just thanks for the interview, and thanks to everybody out there who's listening to us, and just come say hi sometimes and keep rocking.